Hello everybody, welcome back to Cougar Talk Weekly. Sorry for the late on these events. I've had some personal stuff, as everybody knows, that is very close to me in the guild. There's some family issues that I've had. My grandfather passed away, and we had to deal a lot with that, so sorry if I haven't been around as much. Family comes first and foremost in my life. So here we go. Now we have some couple of cool topics today to talk about in Cougar Talk Weekly. Today from Carlos93, this is on the forums, is ideas to improve the Elder Scroll online. Says, hello community, today I write this article to give ideas on how the game could be improved. This article will try to give new ideas and show the bugs that the game has and how they could be solved. I hope by writing this article that it becomes visible to the administrators and through them to the developers of ESO. Thank you for your time. Now this is pretty cool. There's a lot of other games that have this. Endeavors. Currently the endeavors are daily and weekly activities that we can complete to get items from the crown crates. I propose a battle pass in which players can get rewards such as drinks, furniture blueprints, battle pass exclusive, and ancient pets. Battle Pass exclusives and ancient mounts exclusive, companions, motifs, outfits, emoticons, actions, some crown crates, personalities, etc. Battle passes can be completed by doing the daily and weekly activities. Every time you complete the daily and weekly endeavors, the battle pass goes up until it reaches the ultimate reward target, completing the battle pass. Free rewards from the battle pass can be obtained by completing it without buying it. The battle pass lasts for 4 months, so 3 battle passes per year, and the battle pass will cost 2,500 crowns and can be purchased in the store. This, I think, is a great idea. There are games that have battle passes out there. They have, because I've seen them in Call of Duty, I've seen them in Fortnite. They have like specific stuff that is free and that can give Microsoft a way to say, hey, you know, on the endeavors we're gonna add this battle pass. So this is a great idea. It's not necessarily a cash grab unless they don't do it correctly, but I actually like this idea. The 2,500 crowns can be purchased. One thing that that you can actually do is, if you have ESO Plus, for a year, they could actually tack this to the battle pass and just raise it up a little bit more. If you get the whole year, you get all the battle pass. Or there's, you know, some sort of like how ESO Plus is, where they have like a discount if you grab it for the whole year. That would be pretty cool. I like this idea. A lot of other games already have it, so why not? Let's, you know, there you go. Now this one is one of my favorite ones. I really like this. It's a complete overhaul of PvP. It's obviously needed, but this is actually a pretty nice twist to it. A separation of the single player maps of Tamriel from the PvP maps of Cyrodiil and the Imperial City is necessary. Cyrodiil PvP could be changed to a mode called Alliance Warfare, where each faction fights for control of the kingdoms of Cyrodiil. Kind of like what we're doing now. There are 5 factions: the Pact, the Covenant, the Dominion, the Daedra, game control, and the Imperials, game controlled. The maps all start under the rule of the Imperials, and each faction of players, Dominion, Pact, and Covenant, has to take over the fortresses, medium cities, farms, towns, and finally the big city. The big cities, Anvil, Vravel, Vruma, Shendal, Coral, Kvatch, Leowin, Skingrad, and Imperial City, have to be taken over by players of each faction. Big cities are big and have districts, like on the Imperial City map, that have to be taken by the players street by street. So basically how Imperial City is, these big cities, Anvil, Vruma, whatever, they have to be taken street by street. It doesn't have to be as big as Imperial City, but pretty close. When all the districts of the big city are taken, it will be under the complete control of the faction. So kind of like what we do in these little towns. we take over the flags. So add a little bit more flags, or kind of design them to streets in a way. When all the districts of the big city are taken, it will be complete control. In the districts, there will be district bosses and enemies that the players have to defeat to conquer the area, as if they were facing an enemy army. So instead of the flags, you have a boss that you have to defeat in order to let that that city be taken. Now they could add the flag next to the boss. That way, you're doing it, and you still have to fight for the flag in a way. The players have to defeat to conquer the areas as if they were facing an enemy army. The Data faction, controlled by a game, can emerge as an event and take possessions taken by the player factions, the main pact and covenant. There would be several PvP exclusive maps similar to be a PvP exclusive in areas of Cyrodiil and the Colovian states and Nivene states that could be gradually added to the game. This is amazing. The only problem I see is the time this is going to take for ZeniMax to do this. If they're going to do something like this is gonna take a couple of years for them to do it, unless they've already have a head start doing this already, unless this is part of their plan. I think this is excellent. I think this idea is absolutely excellent. I like it. And then there's going to be a survival PvP mode. The objective of this mode is to survive until a way to escape the level is found. The players are divided into two camps, the hunters and the survivors. At the beginning of the game, the hunters players are fewer in numbers, 5 players as hunters, than the survivors players, the rest of the players in the game. Survivor players, when hunted by hunters, become hunter players, making it more difficult for survivor players to survive. The game is won by the hunting players if there are no surviving players left, and the game is won by the surviving players if they manage to escape without transforming into the hunting players. The game would take place on a map that has dark areas and mazes to get lost in. The siege tower as a new siege weapon in Cyrodiil. Now, I do like the survival PvP mode. This is like Infected in Call of Duty. I really do like this, and I think it'll be really, really cool. Maybe as a battlegrounds kind of thing. That would be pretty cool to see. And I could see them doing this in a little bit faster timeline than this whole overhaul. I like this, and I think this could be a cool thing that can bring a lot of PvPers back. And it's just a little bit slightly better than the Battlegrounds. So, world improvements for PvE. Whenever I walk the roads of Tamriel, I realize how lonely and empty they are. Missing people who walk the roads. I propose to add NPCs that walk the roads of all Tamriels. Guards, people on wagons, people on horseback, nobles with their escort groups, etc. That is actually pretty cool. I wish they would do that. And they don't have to interact with you. You can, or you could have it to where it's the same thing. Like if you come across a noble, they can say the same thing. So like it's not gonna cost that much to hire voice actors, or you could have the voice actors do like a couple of stuff. So it's not gonna cost too much as far if you keep the dialogue very, very short. But I do like this, propose to add NPCs that walk the roads. And you can see people in wagons. So like for the writ merchants, people are saying, hey, we're taking these writs to Cyrodiil. Like there's people stuck in the wagons in the middle of the road. Like you have that. And you could have events on the path of groups of bandits with the difficulty level that appear to attack you. And if they manage to defeat you, they steal all the money that you have in your inventory at the moment. I don't know about that. I think it would be cool to have it to where they steal like a certain percentage of the money that you have. And if you defeat them, then you get like a big loot thing. if there's gonna be something like this, I don't think the difficulty level should be very high. With PvE, so I mean maybe like 3 or 4 regular NPCs that you encounter in the world. It shouldn't be like a world boss or anything like that. So that's maybe like one single bar dude. Like those events that you come across that, you know, pop out of the sky, kind of like the mini dolmens, that it's like 2 waves or whatnot. That could be a thing. I could do that. I could see that. And then event quests that appear randomly on the roads throughout Tamriel, in which an NPC gives you a quest to help him recover something stolen by bandits, rescue someone from abandoned camp, or help a group of people who are being mugged by bandits on the road. We kind of already have some of that stuff, but I mean, repeatable quests are there, so maybe not this one. Having the possibility that our character can become a champion of the Daedric Lords. Ooh. When our character completes repeatable quests for a Daedric Lord, he gains experience to unlock the... Wait, what? This is actually gold. This is actually pretty cool. So, like, you unlock the skill line, so kind of like Thieves Guilds, Mages Guilds, stuff like that. For example, if we complete the mission of taking someone to Boethi's altar and sacrificing him on his altar, we will gain experience to be able to unlock his skill line through Sky Shards. Each Daedra Lord has their line of skills to unlock through initial and repeatable quests. The possibility that our character can hire mercenary NPCs for gold in the tap. Yes! Yes, actually that would be pretty awesome. I know you have your companion, but hey, why not be able to hire mercenaries that can come with you as well? And then when they die, you know? Like, you're screwed. Where the companion is already, you know, there. When they die, they respawn. But if you have these mercenaries for gold in taverns of cities or towns, you can hire them, and then when they die, they just die. Breaking the law is very easy in Tamriel. You can get away from the guards very easily. I propose the improvement of allowing other players to hunt criminals. Ooh, if the player steals or kills an NPC in the world and their bounty gets too high, the rangers will offer a bounty to those concerned in exchange. I think this would be cool, but I don't think this is gonna happen, because that becomes PvP at that point. And it would be cool if you could have a toggle effect to where you can toggle a lot, like having players being able to hunt you if you get a high, too high of a bounty. That would be cool, but just outright not being able to, like, say, oh, I don't want somebody coming after me or whatnot. I mean, it's a cool concept, but it's pretty interesting. Dragonborn skill line. The need for a character to have to bathe and go to the bathroom. Our character suffers a negative effect if he does not bathe. Our character can interact with bathtubs and toilets to calm his needs. New weapons such as crossbows, halberds, flails, and spears. Each weapon would have its corresponding style motif. Yeah, that would be hell. Like, I think that's coming, but I don't think anytime soon. Game pickup could be changed to World Zone pickup. It doesn't make sense to me that Rubedite and Sister Silk and Ruby Ash can be collected from all areas of Tamriel. Yes, I agree. I agree with this. I see more immersive sense in the idea that in Morrowind areas you can collect materials that you cannot collect in elsewhere areas. The improvement that I propose is that you can collect different materials depending on the area in which you are in the world. The materials found in Morrowind have the same value for crafting weapons and armor, but the materials they give you are different from the materials you find in areas of elsewhere. I mean, I like this, but I don't know. It would create a monopoly in a way in a zone, and it could create some hostility. That's probably why they changed it. So I mean, it does make, I really want this to happen, but I don't see it happening because of the hostility that it could create. That would mean that you would have to have multiple instances of the area that you have Ruvidite, Ancestor Silk, and Ruby Ash. So, I mean, it's okay. Contract missions in which to act as an escort for a caravan and protect it from bandits on the road with different levels of difficulty depending on the mission we select. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be pretty cool. So like take a caravan from and you'll be able to actually go with your horse and like set it. You can have it to where the speed of it could be your mount speed, and it would have to be on the roads, so you would have to be on the roads, but that would be pretty cool. Capes, backpacks, and other accessories for sale for our characters. Nah, the capes are nice, but nah, let's leave it like that. Ideas on improving ESO chapters. The improvement that seems necessary to me is the release of a major chapter every several years. An important chapter is a chapter with a story, like in 2023 with the release of the Hermias Mora chapter. The following year, after the release of a major chapter, a zone chapter could be released. A zone chapter is a map or DLC that does not add story but adds an explorable zone. The zone chapter would include quests, world bosses, caves. The following year, after the release of the zone chapter, a PvP character or chapter could be released. A PvP chapter is a zone map for PvP. I mean, I do like some of these ideas. I do like the PvP chapter. That could be cool. For example, in 2023, there'll be an important chapter. A zone chapter could be launched in 2024. And yeah, but no, you need more content a little bit quicker than that. They're already slowing down content, which is good, but like I think the way they have it is the way that it needs to be. I mean, I do like the reasoning why, but I think it's already doing more adult and dark stories. Yeah, define adult. I kind of see the dark stories kind of go, but if you're talking about some TVMA, yes, the game is for adult audiences, but there's kids that are playing this game. It depends on how far they go with it. I would be okay with it depending on how far they go. Chapter story missions and some world missions may include cutscenes. No. Screw that. VDSA is like a reason why a lot of people do not do that stupid thing, because the talk is forever. If you're gonna include cutscenes, you better include something to skip that cutscene, and I would be okay with that. Other types of stories besides defeating the villain and saving the world. I mean, what else is there to do? ESO Plus. Back to store furniture included in ESO Plus. Yes! I wish they would do this. Furniture earned from events takes up a lot of space in your inventory. I agree. I really do like this. I really do like this idea. Like a bag to store your furniture. It would be very, very cool. Cities. Let the big cities of the game be bigger. When I imagine City of Solitude would be in like the game, I imagine a city like Novigrad in The Witcher 3, with houses, squares, shops, toy stores, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Many people walking through the streets, families, people entering taverns to drink mead, rich people entering shops, guards patrolling. To be honest, I really do think there should be more NPCs. I agree with that. At the night, the shops close and there are no people on the streets. This I would like to see in the City of Solitude. This paragraph is an example of how the cities on the game could be improved. Cities should have a house of challenges or house of competitions in which players bet the gold of the game on the ranking of the PvP or on the ranking of the card tournaments. Actually, that would be pretty cool. If a player on whom they have bet their money is the winner or one of the first in the classification, the players who have bet will take the gold and some rewards such as furniture, plans, crown, tools, motifs. Actually, I would not mind this. This actually would be cool. It'd probably be better in the PvP rankings, and I say that you can't really, like, the when you're betting is at the beginning of the week. Like, if you're gonna do this, have it weekly to where you can bet at the beginning of the week, and then at the end of the week, whoever is in that ranking the highest, then they would pay it out. So it'd be like a weekly for this. That would be pretty cool. Or even, if you do a daily, then have it to where it's on the same cooldown as the writs and such like that. But I think weekly would be pretty awesome in there. Crown vendors in the cities. Over the years, the developers of the game have designed many costumes, emotes, mounts, pets. What I propose is to use the cities to get an extra benefit to that company that develops the game. Crown vendors would be NPCs in cities that sell in exchange for crowns, outfits. Oh, okay, so instead of the crown store, you can go to the crown vendors in the cities. Yeah, the only thing is that the Cinemax wants the crown store to be available at any point in time. So if somebody wants to get a specific set of crowns for, like, a personality or mount or pet, and they're in the middle of nowhere, they're gonna have that. I do like that idea, but I don't think they're gonna do it because, of that particular thing. And I do like the idea. It says, for example, in the cities of Hammerfell, camel-type mounts will be for sale. I do like that idea, but I don't think that Cinemax is gonna do this because they want to make the crown store accessible all the time wherever you are. And I mean, why wouldn't you want to sell your stuff all the time, everything, wherever you are? So maybe if you're gonna do crown vendors in the cities, you can, but have it to where you can still access the crown store. I personally think that's just too much. I don't see them doing this because there's no point if you already have the crown store. So it's a good idea, but I don't see it doing it. The possibility of being able to buy other types of properties in the cities and on the maps in addition to houses. Ooh, you could buy businesses for gold or crowns in cities and play in a new way. The businesses for sale would be inns in the cities. They have a higher price. Inns on the roads, distilleries, farms, export. This would be cool. It would be create a new economy. Yeah, actually, that's actually a pretty good idea. And have it to where it creates, a certain amount of gold every day. And maybe have it to where if you're in Stormhaven, no, that's probably not gonna work. I mean, it's a good idea, but I would like it to be like a skill line to where, like, you could have the business skill line and you'd buy, like, just a small farm or whatever and then build it up. Do missions and such for the farm. Build up the thing and then being able to kind of go from farms to, like, distilleries to export warehouses to blacksmith and, like, kind of build it up to the end. That would be cool. It would be like a whole separate skill line to where you're building up, and then every day it could be like the writs where you could just go into your properties, or have it to where in one of your houses, if you have a house in that city, it would be just like in one city, or you could have it in multiple cities. Have a house in multiple cities where you can go into like a desk or something and then collect your gold, or have a weekly collection of gold. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Cities should have bathhouses which player can enter by paying in-game gold. In the bathhouses there will be saunas and pools in which the players can relax. Yeah, if they add the whole bath feature, that would be cool. Big cities should not have enemies near the walls. Actually, I do agree with this. The only reason big cities would have enemies near the wall is if there's something going on that is next to the wall. Have barbers and hairdressers in big cities. In exchange your gold, you can... No, because they already have appearance change with the crown store. So if they're gonna do that, you could do that, but have it to where it costs crowns to do so. This is the map in 2023. On August, the expansion, yeah. Okay. So they have all the expansions. I mean... Okay, so... Oh, okay, so each region would be divided into several zone maps. Be only necessary to divide the region to keep the okay, but adding more explorable territories. Okay, it's air for veteran. Oh, okay, so he's wanting to like add kind of like at the beginning of the game, you know how we had we started in Daggerfall or like Stormhaven, like we would go into Stormhaven and they're higher quality NPCs. Have it, but to where it's in one area. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. It could be done easily. It's in the game already. So, I personally like all of this. These are very cool ideas. There's some that I would love to see in the game, and some that I'm like, I don't think it's gonna happen just because of, you know, shenanigans. Anyways, next. For solo players, main reason for joining one or more player guilds. This is a cool poll, and a lot of people said for a guild trader. I mean, if you're a solo player and you're doing your thing, you're gonna... I mean, the guild house is pretty nice, too. Over time, I ended up becoming more social, running some content, and now even running that very first trader guild I had joined. So this was a solo player that joined a guild for the guild trader, and he became more social, so that's pretty cool. I do all of those in the guilds I'm in. I'm in 5. 2 of those are for social aspects, 4 for the guild trader, 1 overlapping with social aspects. All of them are for trials dungeons as the need or call out arises, but I still solo a ton of content. I only use the guild house of one of them, though it's done really well. So a lot of the players in the solo aspect, they go for guild traders. So like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, then, but just know that you can become more social and start running content with the guild, especially if they have events, just like we do. Cougar Madness, the new Sunday and Saturday events, and the trials for gear farming. They're very, very easy, normal. A lot of veteran players are in there helping to guide you through the whole thing. So there you go. That's a pretty cool. So the pretty Cinemax Q3 KOL request. So here mine is console player. Guild trader, search known unknown. Create a toggle drop down to enable us to search only for unknown motifs. That actually is pretty cool. Furnishing plants, recipes, and containers. I only want to see the motifs and stuff that I don't own. That's actually pretty cool. I would love this feature. Crafting stations allow us to search, sort, and filter crafting plans in the crafting menu of a crafting station. Search for the word embed. While you're at it, please do the same for provisioning recipes. Give consoles players the ability to mark items as junk or to sell, consistent with the base PC game. Yeah, I could see that. Oh my god. Yep. Make treasure maps, style pages, and containers stackable and bankable in both personal and guild banks, please. Update key guide. Treasure chests to include treasure map sites, treasure dig sites. Those freaking mounds are impossible to see in certain terrain. Guild monthly endeavor that you do with your guild mates. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. So that would be pretty awesome, actually. A monthly endeavor that you do with the guild. And here's the thing. Each guild has a different one. So there could be like 20 events that you could have any guild do. But like, let's say the guild has to farm like 1,000 nodes in a month, okay? And you can have it to where the guildies can do that I mean, I'm just saying 1,000. It should probably be more, but and then have another one be like kill 50 world bosses. Have another one where it's complete 10 trials, or complete 20 battleground matches, stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. I like that. 50 new housing slots. They're gonna have I think they're working on this. I think they are. I think it's gonna come out when they stop the older console stuff. But and guild calendar. Ooh, I would love to have this. Guild calendar, yes. Give us a damn in-game list. Yes. I actually like this. The recipes and furniture plans. Allow eyes with makeup. Fix the sign of the blood. Oh my goodness. More inventory. Monetize it by releasing more of those inventory pets. If you really need a reason to, people would absolutely buy them. I mean, it's true. Give us the options to visually hide tabards, please. Our outfits and purchased outfit slots become completely worthless if we want to represent a guild of ours. Give us the option to visually hide every single armor piece we wish to hide. I promise you there won't be nearly as many people running around in underwear as you fear, and it'll become more boring for the few fasting. That's pretty cool. Add a checklist for learning, and yeah, I really do think that needs to happen. Let's see. Increase guild bank slots. Yeah, I've been crying for this. Activate auto stacking in guilds. Yes, I've been crying for like literally these two things, and the treasure maps stack. Wait, what? If someone owns several of those mobile service provider NPCs, all. I mean, yeah, I guess. This allows to mass the spanel fish. Actually, that would be pretty cool. You're already allowing us to like master find, so why not mass this panel? Like, yeah. Allows to select several homes that people clicking on our profile can visit. Allows to display the homes that the names that we gave our homes. Yes, that would be pretty cool. I don't know about the 5 things. Let us use purchase out and whatnot in character creation. I mean, add an arsenal inventory, a feature more or less working like the crafting bag, where all the set pieces attached to arsenal slots get stashed to free up actual inventory. Currently, it is highly impractical to get and use more than 5 arsenal slots, not even speaking about the cap of 10 we currently have. So the likelihood of people thinking about increasing their arsenal slots decreases as their inventory management increases. So, that's pretty cool. And this is one thing that I was looking at today. I highly doubt you will ever see a class change token. Why? We don't need that. No, just no. If you want a new class for your character that you've already like leveled, make a new character. Level that bitch up. There's already, you can mass buy the Mages Guild, Fighters Guild, Vampirism, like all of them sucking sky shards. You can mass buy that. If you really want another class change token, it ain't happening, folks. Like, there is literally a tweet today saying that it is not coming anytime soon. There's really no need for it. Make a new character, delete an old character, make a new character, level that bitch up, or buy it with crowns, whatever you want to do, and just do it like that. It's not that hard. It's really not that bad. Stop being selfish and lazy. This game so badly needs to allow account transfers between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. I agree, it would be nice to have the transfer option available, but I'd rather have a cross-platform. Fortnite has it to where you can play with players in cross-platforms. So if you want to play with somebody on PC, you should be able to do it. I do like that idea, but I don't know how good that's gonna be. It's gonna be hell to put together something like that, so probably not a good idea. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys check out our normal trial weekends. They start at 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday and Sunday. You can contact Hades or Ivory on Discord for more info, or you can just sign up under the Cougar Raider tabs. You are all welcome, no matter CP or experience. It would be nice to have CP 160, but if you're not right on that, come out. We'll figure it out, okay? Not only that, but, thank you guys for providing us donations to get a weekly trader. We have events and prog teams and whatnot. And our Cougar City boosters, Bostiles, Cougarisbae, Scoring Music, X Reading X, Merc 271. And then our Monday Night Madness actually has changed to Cougie Madness on Sundays. It's still at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. But the schedule, it says Monday Night Madness, I know, but it's still 2-6 will be the Craglorn, Sky Shards, and such, but it will just be on that Sunday. I haven't had the chance to really change that, but hopefully, you guys can check that out. And our monthly shout out until the next podcast, which is coming up this next week. Katana, you're the most improved Cougie shout out. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And, this has been great to have you guys here. Thank you guys so much. And have a good day.